Welcome to the Hyperpolyglot Activist. Learn languages, make a difference. My name is Dr. Carlos Yebra Lopez, and I'm here today joined once again by Santiago. Santiago, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Hello, everyone. And thank you for having me, of course.
Absolutely. My pleasure. So we're here today to discuss a fascinating question, which is polyglossia. And we here understand polyglossia as serial language learning, ourselves going out of the way to learn languages. Polyglossia as a global North obsession. So on its surface, it will seem as though language learning is a global phenomenon. Everybody with a passion for languages and the desire to connect with other people could be a polyglot. But if you deep dive into this phenomenon and you go into the polyglot community / industry, each of these sectors actually speaks from the global North, which may or may not be to say that these are by, of, and for the global North. For instance, when we talk about polyglot gatherings, where are those organized? Mostly in Europe, at any rate in the global North. When we talk about the print media, as in Fluent in 3 months or Fluent Forever or How to Learn Any Language, all of these works hail from the global North. Or language learning platforms like Duolingo, UTalk, italki, and last but not least, social networks, Facebook, YouTube, X, the hashtag lang tweet, still an X hashtag, right? So there's a fundamental tension between a universal or universalist projection and message. Let's all embrace each other, world peace. Let's all care for endangered and vulnerable languages, etc. And how profoundly situated the articulation of that perspective is, situated in the global North. So my question would be, can you elaborate on this tension? And do you think that this tension is intentional? Are these explicit attempts, orchestrated attempts to make polyglossia seem more universal than it is? Or are the main agents of this polyglot industry not self-conscious enough to see their own blind spots?
Okay, so I think this is like such a broad thing, right? And you could approach it from different angles. The first thing is to make a clear difference probably between polyglossia and just being multilingual, right? Because all around the world, specifically like in the south, like in the south, right? Like you can think of the Middle East, India, right? The Southeast Asia, Africa, all of those countries, they are way more multilingual than many places in Europe. But still, I think there's a sort of hierarchy, right? Like it's not the same to be a polyglot because you speak 5 different Indian languages than being a polyglot because you speak the cool languages, right? You speak German, French, Spanish, English, right? So I would say multilingualism is, something that just happens everywhere. As humans, languages diverge, and multilingualism is just something that happens. It's something natural. In Europe, however, maybe because of our history, what happens is that we are, for the most part, monolingual. That's because of history, basically. And then because monolingualism becomes the norm, then becoming multilingual in many cases denotes a certain status, a certain way of being that entangles together with identity. And in the global in today's global market, especially as seen online, right? You can really create a persona and even make money and a living out of exploiting multilingualism.